Hello there, viewer. Hope you are well and welcome to another video about Girls Frontline 2. I have recently reached level 40 on my account and I understand now most of the game mechanics. In light of that, I'd love to share some of the most basic tips you could have, especially when you are a new player. Just sharing in advance that this guide video will not contain any intermediate or advanced strategies for now, as I want to start on the basics first. I may cover them on future videos when that time comes. Anyway, let's get on with the 10 general basic tips a new player can have for Girls Frontline 2. I recommend you do the campaign first before anything else, as the missions will give you collapse pieces, combat reports for dolls leveling, and analysis reports for guns leveling. Those three currencies you will need for most of the game. Also, do it for story purposes. The story is good. Learn what your dolls do. Learning the basic, active, ultimate, and passive skills of your dolls will help you understand more of your dolls' gameplay. Some dolls are good for tanking, some are good for long-range shooting, some are good for mid-range shooting, and then you also have the Tsundere Bunny for melee gameplay. Read the skill descriptions of your dolls, as doing this will make things easier for you here in Girls Frontline 2. Level up your dolls. Always level up your dolls as much as possible. Making your dolls levels higher gives them more health, attack, and defense stats. Very important to level up your dolls regularly. Just take note that leveling up your dolls will require combat reports, and the maximum level your dolls can reach to is based on your commando level. Level up your guns. Also level up your doll's gun, as it increases the attack stat of the gun. It is just not enough to level up your doll, as you will need also the additional damage your doll can inflict against their enemies. There will be other ways to make your doll's gun even better, but that will be later on in the game. Activate your neural helix nodes. There will be a point in the game you will unlock a feature called neural expansion. Neural expansion basically allows you to activate the neural helix nodes of your tactical dolls. Neural helix basically gives more stats and also unlocks some skill enhancements for your dolls. I really recommend you make use of the neural helix, as it makes your dolls even better and it helps you out in the long run. Activate your dispatch room. Dispatch room is like the logistics missions or expeditions that will be conducted by your tactical dolls. At first, your dolls cannot be dispatched immediately, as they will need to undergo dispatch assessment, which are some few steps you need to do first. This involves having to raise dolls level to 15, giving them a gift, and bringing them to any battle at least once. They give some rewards for you to use, such as level up materials and collapse pieces. I recommend to have 10 dolls as soon as possible, as you need them to undergo dispatch assessment to do all of the 5 dispatch missions simultaneously. Do the time limited events. I recommend to do the events when you have the time. The events give you a lot of rewards, such as level up materials, new character, new gun, and other enhancement materials. Not to mention, the events are also related to the game's campaign, so it is another reason for you to do them. One of the good things about doing the events is it does not require the player to use intelligence puzzles or energy to progress through them, so please do them when you have the time. Use the cover. This tip is combat related, but before ending a turn of your doll, try to make them stay in cover as much as possible, as this will help you reduce the damage your dolls take. Using the cover, especially against enemy bosses, is a good strategy you can use in majority of the game. Just be careful of not making your dolls use a cover but still leaving their flank open for your enemies. Use Cheetah. Cheetah is a free tactical doll the game gives you because of many players who pre-registered before the release of Girls Frontline 2. Cheetah is really good in the game because of how much support she can give to your dolls. She heals her teammates after she attacks every time when they are within 7 tile range of Cheetah. Not to mention, she gives 2 random buffs to your dolls, whether it is an attack or defense boost. Sometimes an HP restore buff after your doll's turn. Just brace yourself as you will hear her says the word "Hey!" very lively every single time. Use your access permissions. Use your access permissions in both beginner and standard procurements. I really advise you use them first in beginner procurement, as it will only require you to use 40 access permissions and it will give you 50 recruits, whether it will be dolls or guns. After using them in beginner procurement, use them next in standard procurement. It does not matter whether you do a single recruit or 10 recruits at a time, as the game will give you a violet 4-star or super rare doll or gun on every 10 accesses in a recruit banner. Those are the basic things you need to worry about for now if you are a new player of GFL2. It does take a while to unlock some of the game features which will further enhance your dolls and guns, but worry not, it gets better later on. Anyway, that's it for the new player guide for Girls Frontline 2. I hope this helps out at least the new players of GFL2 and make things easier for them in the long run. Hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. Later!